Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to show you the Forza Horizon 5 ray tracing mod in effect. Now this mod was created by someone called Frosticles, and shout out to Frosticles for making the mod, as this is something that definitely someone like myself would be interested in, and loads of others who have ray tracing compatible hardware. Basically forces ray tracing on at all times. At the moment the game is only having ray tracing available in the Vista mode, which is like the showroom high detailed walk around mode, and we want to see what ray tracing is like in the game. So Frosticles has made this mod with Cheat Engine, and it allows you to enable ray tracing on at all times. So I just want to quickly show you the method on how to enable the mod, and also the settings I'm running, and then I'll show you a demonstration of what kind of performance hit I'm experiencing, as well as the difference in visuals. So let's start off with the files you will need. So I'll put a link in the description for all the files that are being used, and I'll also probably pin the comment as well, just to make it a little bit easier. So Forza Horizon 5, you can get it in two platforms. You can have it from the Windows Store, or you can have it from Steam. Now if you have it from Steam, you'll need to use the Cheat Engine Steam profile. If you want it from the Windows Store, you'll need to use the UWP Cheat Engine file. So once you've installed Cheat Engine, all you'll need to do is run Forza. So for me, I'm just going to run Forza. And you have to load the game first, by the way, guys. So load up your game first before running Cheat Engine. Okay guys, so once you've got Forza loaded up, I'm not sure if the mod forces ray tracing on if you haven't enabled it in options, but just for the sake of it, if you go to graphics settings, make sure you have ray tracing enabled. I've got it at high, and as you can see, I'm running extreme settings with 2x MSAA, and I'm currently playing at 4K. Now what I'm going to do is show you my performance currently, and this is without the mod. As you can see, I'm getting around 97 frames per second. This is with the mod disabled. So I'm going to enable the mod now. Okay, so what you need to do, depending on the version you have, I've got the Windows Store version, so I'm going to be running Forza Horizon 5 UWP version. So this basically loads the Cheat Engine. So you load that. What will happen next is you need to make sure that you enable the options that are necessary. For example, first thing you want to do is find Forza Horizon 5, click open, and then what you want to do is check the box where it says Ray RT enabled, and then you've got two other options where it will allow you to add a second bounce, and also you can kind of control the resolution of those reflections as well. So I want the second bounce. This is only really affects the Vista mode, or when you're up close. And for the pixel, this is how you can manipulate the resolution of the reflections. Now I recommend keeping it at 2, which is the native. So if you put it to 3, it takes too much performance away. And I'm using an RTX 3090, and that's as good as it pretty much gets at the moment. I would recommend changing the value of the extra bounce to 1. That way you have better detail. So those are the settings I'm using. As you guys can remember, before I was getting around 90 frames per second, 97 frames per second. So I'm going to get back into the game now. As you can see, I've taken about a 16-17 frames per second hit. I'm now getting high 70 frames per second, where I was getting the mid 90s before. So that's how you know the actual mod has been enabled. So what I'm going to do now is do a little comparison between the RT mod being on and off. You obviously can look at the difference in visuals, and also look at the difference in performance. So I'm just going to head over and do a race now, and let's see the difference in performance.